Today is my husband and I's 3-year wedding anniversary, and I've had a lot of people ask to see my wedding video, so here it is.
Goodness. I know.
Do you need me to do a twirl?
Yes.
I love you.
You're beautiful.
I can't tell you 0.1% of the stories I want to tell, but he's really changed my life, his friendship.
So, like friends do, Katie told me about Jonathan before they even went on their first date. And let's just say that if Katie had taken my advice, we would not be here tonight, so it's a good thing she didn't. But he has very much proven me wrong. Jonathan, she truly found her other half when she found you. Take care of her, love her, protect her, because I'm watching.
Present to you Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan and Katie Mabry.
Truly, there's nothing impossible that they can't do when they work together.
As a final toast, everybody please raise a glass to the new bride and groom. Congratulations, and I love you both so much.
Do you see what I see? I see stalls up and horses in the stalls. But no, we are not moved into the barn. So, because the barn is just taking a little bit longer, right? So because of the timeline of the barn and it being done a little bit later than planned, like any construction project, we're having to flip-flop between projects. And so the big barn, where all the foaling stalls are, we have one side of the barn that needs a concrete lip poured, and then all of the stall fronts can go on, and we can then move Maggie and Phoebe and Annie and Happy into foaling stalls. So that's not going to take very long, but in order for us to take 6 stalls and make it into 3 stalls worth of, like, they're foaling stalls, so they take up 2 stalls, and to pour that concrete, we had to displace 6 horses. So originally we had planned for it to be in the barn, but it's beautiful weather, it's not too cold, and we have the outdoor stalls set up just a little earlier. It kind of worked out perfect because Lady and Blondie and Ariel needed to be away from the other horses, and it was kind of challenging, moving everybody around and putting them to turn out without passing by and risking touching noses. And so this gives us even a better chance of keeping them away from everybody. And then to make turnout a little bit easier on this side, we have Walter, Smidge, who's going to be going to his other trainer here soon, and Waylon. So these stalls are from Lakeland Farm and Ranch. This is what's going to be going in the new barn. They're 12 foot by 12 foot. Now, originally I had said that we were going to do some like outdoor stalls just on one side, and that is the case. Like eventually it'll be all on this side, and I'd like to utilize this space for something different. But I think for the next few months at least, this is going to work out super well. So the boys are going to be going to their normal turnout every morning, but because these ladies over here need a little bit of turnout, and especially because we don't have the arena ready, we need somewhere for them to go while their stalls are getting clean. So we did just kind of put up a little makeshift dry lot for the moment. It's not huge, but they'll have water, hay, a little bit of space being out of their stalls. After the couple of weeks that they need to be away from all the other mares, we can then figure out what pasture they're going to join. Even if we do take these 3 stalls out eventually and put them on the other side over here like we had planned, I am glad that we have this wooden wall behind, because that's going to be so nice for putting like hooks to tie. A lot of the planning that we had for this space was potentially a dry lot or a space just to like tie horses while Stephanie is working, and they can like go in and out of training and riding. So this is just going to be kind of another workspace, and I'm super excited. So for right now, Waylon, Smidge, Wally, and then the little quarantine ladies, they've got some new digs. It's beautiful. I love it. It's given me like a little bit of a hint as to what it's going to look like inside. I think it's beautiful. So it kind of worked out for the best. We are kind of having to juggle a little bit right now, but that's just the way life is right now. Let me know if you have any questions, and let me know what you think. Do horses experience Braxton Hicks contractions like humans do? And the answer is kinda, yeah. I feel like with horses, all of my answers are like kinda, because they don't really do anything like humans do, but they have their own kind of version of it. Let's take Charlotte, for instance. She was giving colic symptoms about a week ago. And that is something within the last like 6 weeks of birth that can happen to a horse. So their body starts changing, the baby starts to get in position. Maybe they do start having some kind of like contraction feelings, and they start having stomach pain. Now they can't talk like humans can, and they can't reason like humans can. And so they start acting sick. They start acting like they're dying, which Charlotte was doing. But even closer to labor, in my experience, kind of like that week up until they actually give birth, they do start having like actual contractions. And what you'll see in their movement, in their body, in their mood, they'll get really restless. So they'll be pacing, they'll be getting up and down. They look like they're kind of having contractions, but then they go back to being at peace. And so they'll do that kind of like fake you out, but their body is faking them out. You know what I'm saying? So they do kind of have that like pre-labor, false labor. They also get to where they're like frequently urinating towards the end of pregnancy, because that baby is having all the room in their stomach, so their bladder can't hold as much urine. Pre-labor, they'll actually kind of like quote unquote empty out. They will poop a bunch, and that can be a sign that foaling is imminent, because they are kind of like emptying their body out prior to labor. I wouldn't say it's exactly like humans. I wouldn't say we have like a name for it, but yes, their bodies do a lot of things similarly in the fact that they're prepping for that baby. So their udder will start to develop in the last 4 to 6 weeks, sometimes not until right at labor. They will start to drop in their stomach. They will start to change their moods. So some of my mares get really crabby right before they foal, and others, usually it's kind of like the more quote unquote hard ass mares. You know what I'm saying? Like the kind of more dragon mares. They get really sweet right before they foal. It's like they want attention. But the biggest reason that they're very similar to humans is that they're all different, and labor and the weeks leading up to labor don't look the same for any one horse. They are all so different. They have their own symptoms, and their bodies do their own thing. So if you haven't watched for foaling season before with us, it's a very fun time. There's a lot happening. There's a lot of words you might not understand. So if you've heard something in the recent videos that you want clarification on so that you know what we're talking about going into foaling season, please don't hesitate to ask. I love to educate on this channel, and it's better to do some educational videos now than when we're in the hubbub of foaling season. You know what I'm saying? So let me know if you want any videos made to answer questions, and just stay tuned because a lot is about to start happening. have another barn reno update. Last week, you saw that Ricky and Charlotte got their new stalls. These are foaling stalls. And so we got all these like new mesh fronts for them. It's so great. It's gonna be amazing for airflow, right? I still gotta get hooks and everything that I want for their halters and stall signs. I think I'm gonna do name plates instead of the regular stall signs we've been doing that were like big and plexiglass. I think I'm gonna do like removable little slide-in name plates. And yeah, Gracie's still in the middle. Okay, we get it. This is jankety. But look at back there. These used to be very dark, very closed in. They had a loft above them that we did not use. So the amount of light that now goes in here, I love being able to see into the stall with the mesh fronts. And we poured a little concrete lip. It actually comes out a little bit farther than it did before. These feel so much bigger, not being so closed in. This wall still has to be redone, and we're gonna redo this entire side eventually, like we did over here and all of the new waterers and whatnot. But for right now, we got them usable. Sophie and Kennedy are about to come in here. They get the big stalls just for a couple more weeks, and then pregnant mares are going in here. The Ritchie heated waterers and they're like automatic. They have been a game changer. So we're trying to get them all swapped out to that before the real cold weather hits. Sophie's the first one in it. She's already like sniffing around. She knows something's different. I think she might be one of the few mares here that is gonna be tall enough to make this door look kind of normal. What is it? It's so different, but I love it. I love getting to look in there and see them. Also, Sophie's been doing really good with these back on track wraps. She's arthritic, she's older, she's a senior mare. And so, oh, she's got to pee. She's got to christen it. But with the copper in those wraps, they really help her stay, that sounds like a dang waterfall, hold on. Basically, it helps them stay nice and loose and warm, and she doesn't get all stove up. We had kind of issues with her stocking up and getting a little bit of swelling last winter, and this has helped a lot. So I just love this. Kennedy's coming in next. Look at Sophie. That's so pretty. Kennedy's going in now. They've been stuck outside in the outdoor stalls for the last few days. This is also gonna make their lights do so much better. We kind of had issues with it being kind of too dark for the mares that we were trying to keep under lights. What do you think? Look at your new stall, girlfriend. This is where she lived with Kirby all last year. And like I said, it looks so much bigger without the loft. It makes it so much lighter in here. And now all the weanlings are back in these stalls separately. For a moment, we had to put Knox and Millie in the arena stalls. So they're all back to where they are in a line and can see each other. And these two mamas look like they like their new stalls. So there's a little update. 2 of the new stalls are in. Hopefully after Christmas, we can start replacing these and getting these panels out of here. We can get back to the barn being back in order.